we gather together to honor a giant of a man, faithful to God, a loving husband, father and grandfather, a great teacher and educator, a citizen who gave back to his church, his community, his state, and his country, and a compassionate and loving friend to thousands of people. He was a man with huge hands, which he used to steer Elon's course as its 6th president, and to tend roses. But he had an even bigger heart, filled with love that he shared so unselfishly with all of us. It is so very hard to lose people whom we truly love and cherish. I know it is especially hard for young people. When my sister Louise passed away many years ago, Father John, our Roman Catholic chaplain at the time, wrote me a note that comforted me. He said, "You now have another intercessor in heaven." And goodness knows I can use every single one. And that's how I think about Dr. D now. He has assuredly joined the company of heavenly saints, that great college coffee up there. But I believe our love for him, our treasured times with him, and our abiding and deep friendship transcend death. He is still cheering for us. While we will miss his physical presence dearly, he will continue to inspire us as long as we hold his memory in our hearts. Earl Danieley was present on our campus for so long, I am not sure everyone here can fully appreciate the transformations that he witnessed during his 74 years as student, professor, dean, and president. When Earl graduated from Elon in 1946, the college had produced a total of exactly 1,600 graduates in its 57-year history. In 2016 alone, we have awarded 1,671 degrees so far. When Earl assumed the presidency in 1956, the college was held together by Scotch tape and prayers. That it had survived a fire, the Depression, and low enrollments of the World War II years was in itself a miracle. Earl's joy and delight in later witnessing the sheltering of a Phi Beta Kappa chapter, the launching of a school of law, the intellectual and professional accomplishments of the faculty and staff, the growth of the modern campus and physical plant, and so much more, was deep and profound. He embraced change and improvement and celebrated Elon's emergence as a distinguished and innovative institution in American higher education. To put it simply, Earl Danieley made the Elon of today possible. But most of all, Dr. Danieley was proud of our students and our graduates. At homecoming this year, for instance, we recognized Jeffrey Lynn, class of '07, as the Young Alumnus of the Year. Jeff graduated summa cum laude in 2007 with a degree in chemistry, Earl's own department. Jeff went on to win a Goldwater Scholarship and earn a Doctor of Philosophy in Material Science and Immunology from Oxford, and an MD, PhD in Medicine from Johns Hopkins. He's currently a postdoctoral fellow at the National Institutes of Health and a co-founder of a company that utilizes nanoscaffold technologies to develop next-generation vaccines. That current-day success is possible because of the groundwork laid in the sciences through the intellect and the scientific minds of people like Dr. Danieley and Dr. Paul Cheek and Dr. Alonzo Hook and so many others, a mantle of faculty leadership taken up by present-day mentors such as Dr. Joel Carty. Elon has produced 40,000 additional alumni since Earl graduated, and their impact on this world is deep and profound. Earl understood this was the most important measure of a university and took absolute delight in celebrating the success of our students and alumni. And with his amazing memory, he could recall the name of nearly everyone he had ever met. All of us have Dr. Danieley stories that we hold dear. But instead of sharing stories today, I want to focus on just two words that I believe were the essence of his life: integrity and love. Earl was a man of unimpeachable character and principle. His word was his bond. He was an authentic original, loyal and true to himself and others. His Christian faith was the bedrock of his life. Earl Danieley practiced integrity every day of his long life. And love. He loved God. Earl adored Verona and his children, Ned, Jane, and Mark, and his wonderful grandchildren. He loved his colleagues. He loved all his family. He loved Elon. And he genuinely loved students. Earl would often point out students on campus and tell me, "She's my hugging friend," or "He's my hugging friend." By this, of course, he meant he knew you well enough to greet you, not only with a warm smile, but also with a big hug, or to place your hand in his huge hands for an extended period. He loved hundreds, no thousands of people. If there's an Earl Danieley tradition we can carry on at Elon, I hope it's hugging friends. We humans thrive on hugs, and Earl never spared his love. Let's keep his love alive by continuing to share it with each other. Rest in peace, cherished friend. And will you now join me in repeating these three words that we all love? Long live Elon.